Any time of year is a great time for fruit, but this time of year there are so many different kinds available from the garden, from the orchard, that it is just a delight to put together a combination of things to please your family and yourself. What we're going to do today is a trifle, and I've called it a summer fruit trifle, but you can change the name to fit the season. And what I'm starting with is a 1.5 cups of milk. And I'm using low-fat milk. You can adjust that to fit your family's needs. You can go anywhere from skim to whole. And then I've got a package of instant pudding. I'm just going to whisk this together for about 1.5 minutes until it gets nice and creamy and starts to thicken up just a little bit. Okay, once it gets nice and thick, you don't want it to stir it too long or that'll start to break the pudding back down. We're going to stir in about 3 cups of non-fat whipped topping. Now, if you want to use whipped cream, you can. It will increase the fat content and so on, and it's fine. The reason this is nice is because it's more stable. It's also ready to go, which is the reason I'm using the instant pudding as well. I didn't mention, but you could use a sugar-free instant pudding as well, if you needed to keep the sugar content down. Kind of depends on if this is going to be something you serve fairly often, it's going to be a special occasion, what else you're serving with the meal, so you can kind of balance the amount of fat and the amount of sugar that you get with the other things that you're having at that time. We just need to get these blended fairly well. And then I have an angel food cake that I've cut into cubes. And it's about just a regular angel food cake mix, or if you make your regular angel food cake recipe, cut it into 1 1.5 inch cubes. We're going to shove some of those down in the bottom of our container here and spread them out a bit. We want about half of them in there. We don't want to fill it too full because we want to have room for plenty of the fruit. Now, the original recipe called for strawberries and blueberries, which are very pretty and very nutritious. Both the strawberries and the blueberries are high in antioxidants. They have anthocyanin in them, which is a flavonoid, which is a very strong antioxidant. And so just that much would be very nutritious. But because it's the season for peaches and nectarines and these kinds of things, I've also decided to add some of those to this. So you just are going to have to adjust the amounts. Called for 2 cups of peaches and 1 cup of blueberries. Adjust the amounts to fit the size of bowl you got and the kind of fruit you have and that you're willing to invest in. You could use frozen on this, but fresh is really much nicer. Okay, we've got half the cake cubes in there. Now we're going to cover with about half of the pudding mixture. Spread that around a bit, and then you simply repeat. Okay, that's all there is to it. Now, you may have wanted to save out a little bit of the whipped topping as a decoration. I've decided, however, that I'm going to fan out a couple of strawberries here and put those on as the garnish on this one. It's nice if this has a chance to sit a while to let the flavors blend together. But if you make it right before you sit down for the rest of your meal, by the time you get to the point where you're ready for dessert, this is going to have blended well. It's going to be great. And any time of year, this kind of trifle is going to please a lot of people. For Oklahoma Gardening, this is Barbara Brown.